Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see this time we are going to check fresh release from Eduard. That's a weekend edition kit which is molded in 1/48 scale as it's written here, and it copies SE.5a Hispano Suiza. This is a quite new plastic from Czech manufacturer. As you remember, it was released as a Profi Pack and limited editions before, but now it comes as a weekend edition, which basically means that we get plastic with decals for 2 marking options, and that's all. No other bonuses inside, and you can see these 2 marking options here on the box art straight away, so you can understand what you will be getting in this small box. As you can see, design is typical for this series. We have this blue colored box. Here you can see comparison with my hand. Also from the other side we have some information about the manufacturer, that it's made in Czech Republic, and on the other side we have paints that will be needed for this build and 2 marking options which are included into this kit. Let's open it and check what is hidden inside. In the meantime, I would like to remind you that we're still searching for the new tripod, and you can help us too by pressing the donate button on our website, or just maybe contacting us directly and ordering a tripod for us. We will be glad for your help, because it will help us do even better video reviews and live reviews as well. So here you can see what we have inside. We have this single plastic bag with all plastic sprues inside, and we also have assembly manual together with decal sheets on the bottom. So of course first we would like to start with plastic parts, and then we continue with other items which are inside this box. Just give me a second to open this. Of course, transparent sprue, as you can see, is packed into the separate plastic bag, so it won't be scratched during shipment. And here we have various clear parts for the canopy and other things on the aircraft. As you can see, molding quality is really nice, but let's not forget that this is a weekend edition kit, so we don't have masks included. And if you would like to use them, you will have to buy an aftermarket set from Eduard, which is sold separately. But it's not that difficult in case you really need it. Here we have first gray plastic sprue. This one comes with 2 fuselage halves, as you can see, and note that one is molded together with tail segment and another one does not feature this segment of the aircraft. This one will be used for the guiding purposes, of course. Then here we have also several types of the propeller, 2 types of the 2 blades and 1 4 blades propeller. Note how the 4 blades at propeller is attached through 2 points in the middle. We also have engine parts here, so basically on the same sprue you get all necessary parts for several versions of the engine, but this particular kit copies Hispano Suiza engine version of this aircraft. And as you can see here, we have 2 frontal sections which can be used as well. So now let's bring it closer, and maybe you will see if I'll switch to the manual focus. Just give me a second, because otherwise camera won't focus on these parts. Here you can see those parts. So here we have various elements for the engine. Actually, it is quite unusual to see engine parts included in modern kits, and it is quite nice. I mean, it is really good to have engine out of the box and ready for assembly, and it is quite detailed, so once you build it and paint it, it will look good. Of course, you can also replace it with resin parts, but this decision will be up to you. Here you can see this fuselage half from the other side, so as I said, this tail segment will serve as a guiding elements. We also have here position pins, which will also come handy during assembly. And note that here we have minor detailing inside, which should look good after some washing is applied. And here you can see another fuselage half. Next we have second and the last gray plastic sprue. Here we have wing parts, and even though this is a 1/48 scale kit, still we have wings molded as one-piece parts, and that's quite nice because you won't have to deal with separate halves. And note that ailerons are molded separately on both, so you have to attach them one by one. Then here we have the tail wing, as far as you can see, and struts for the landing gear and landing gear wheels here as well. So let's bring them closer so that you can see external detailing on those wing parts. And here you can see it. It is quite nice molding quality, and I think after careful painting and weathering it should play with new let's say, shades, and you look here, you can see another landing gear wheel. Here we have bottom wing, which features special slots for the wing struts so that you know where to install them. And from the other side you can see also nice detailing with riveting and recessed panel lines. Next we have also decal sheets, as you remember, and I will show them in a second. So here they are, just give me a second to open them. As far as I can guess, they should be printed in Eduard, but maybe they come from some different company, for example Cartograph. No, this one is printed in Eduard, and still printing quality looks nice. I don't see any possible problems here. Note that we even have decals for the seat belts, so at least seat belts will be copied with this. And that's pretty much all. No decals for the dashboard, even though here we have dials, so the dashboard should be good as well. And basically you don't have to buy PE parts. You can use those decals and still get quite nice looking cockpit in 1/48 scale. So here we have all necessary symbols for 2 marking options, I will remind. And last but not the least is this assembly manual, which is printed in color, of course. As you can see, it comes in form of this small brochure, short history note in English on the first page. Then we have parts map here, and assembly process starts from the cockpit. We continue with cockpit walls, and as you can see, it will be a separate sub-assembly which should be inserted onto the wing, not between the fuselage halves. Fuselage halves go later, as you can see here. So you assemble everything together and only then you join fuselage halves together. And note that for marking B you will have to modify fuselage halves by deleting those plastic bits. So don't forget to do it. Then here we have engine assembly, and as you can see here we will have to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts for engine in 1/48 scale. That's quite impressive, I would say, and it would be pity to hide this such detailing under the bonnet, so don't forget to expose it somehow. Then here we have assembly continued with tail wings. Here we install elevators, and here we install this special part, fuselage section, which will cover the cockpit. Here we close the bonnet. So once again I remind you that think about opening the bonnet, because this engine deserves to be visible on your model. Here we have wings assembly, and as you can see we also have to install into the place these ailerons. We also have to glue some minor parts. Here we assemble the landing gear system, and we continue with installation of the landing gear system in place. Here we have the tail strut, as you can see. Then don't forget that this aircraft also needs rigging, so this will be quite a tricky part, and I have still not tried, let's say, the rigging on the scale model, so it would be a nice experience if we will start this build. And here you can see the marking guide, which is printed in color. Here we have first marking option. So this aircraft was flown by Dallas from 40th Squadron, and it was in France during May 1918. And then we have another aircraft. This one was flown by Kenneth William Jr. From 56th Squadron, and it was in France March 1918. Of course, nobody stops you from searching for some alternative marking options for these aircrafts, but even those which are included are quite unusual, and I think they will look good in finished state. Note that paint numbers are given in Gunze designations. Those are typical for Eduard kits, and I think it won't be difficult to find a conversion table if you use some other manufacturer brand. So that's all for this video review. As you can see, in one box we get quite a typical package, I would say. Just 2 gray plastic sprues, 1 transparent assembly manual and decals sheet. There are no special bonuses from Eduard, such as masks and PE. But from one side it is really good feature because you get this kit cheaper and you can choose what you really need for your build. Of course, it will be up to you what you will add to this kit, because there is also a wide range of resin accessories available. And that's why I will be happy to hear your opinion about this kit here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel or like our Facebook group if you are watching on the Facebook. And of course I will see you in the next video review as usual. Bye.